Unbelievable. Well, that didn't work out. Proxy, I'll give up with it. Right. Trying to import all the fucking... Yay! We're back. I've had to default back to Proxy OBS. Oh, Carrefour, I'll tell you what. What makes me laugh, right? I thought I'd do a test on trying to stream. One, it had a massive delay, and it was supposed to have been free, right? And then, yeah, for some reason, I've installed it, but it won't go live, even though it comes up live on there. It says that it comes up with a problem that it creates an element, and then, even though I imported everything over, which it was fine, it don't muck up your OBS. That's one good aspect. It just imports everything over, so you don't have to reset everything back up. Obviously, I'm going to have to try and go through some YouTube videos, because OBS has been giving me headaches lately, and I'm not the only one. Mr. PCDD's been having issues, and he's had a few problems. And again, he's still got the bug. As soon as I go to stream live, it comes up with an error, fatal error. Then you've got to go to manage your streams, and then select it and go live that way. So obviously, it's a big bug that's got a problem with OBS software. And again, don't even get me started with cameras and microphones. For the love of God, now the DJI microphone, yeah, that's straight. Yeah, it's not. It's seriously, it's so fucked up, big time. And I don't normally. It is so mucked up. It's literally, it's broken beyond belief. You know, you may get a professional finish, but my God, do you come across a lot of the problems. Mr. Pico in chat. Yeah, sorry, my friend. I was just trying to stream on the Streamlabs. Yeah, it looks easy. Yeah, set everything up. It's like 90% of saying it's so-called easy. I like the interface. It seems a much more better on that front. No, and obviously, yeah, there's always no. All it does, even though it says I'm live on my end, I've just gone onto my phone and had a look on there. No, it just says upcoming, and then it's got the same bug as OBS. As soon as you try to stream, all right, I don't get a fatal error, but one thing I am getting is it does it 2 or 3 times in test. Falcon, how you doing, my friend? Yeah, so yeah, typical of you know, you can't win. You know, you seriously can't win with this lark on there. It's still freaking freezing my hands. I've got the diesel heat one. It's still bloody cold. Obviously, Andy's just had to go and pick his daughter up up front. Joey Does Tech, he's just gone live. So he's just gone live with that. He's also gone live with Twitch. So, Falcon. Yeah, so what, I know it sounds daft, but I all my projects that I need to fix, I've not ordered no parts. So, it's not really a fix. All I've got to do is testing. I've got testing to do. So, Swindon, Sweden Electronic Repairs. Thank you for joining. That made me laugh when he popped into Andy's stream. That was so funny on that front. If you haven't subscribed, please do. That really helps my channel at the end of it. And some of my subs have gone down. They're supposed to have gone up, but then they've actually gone down. So unless I'm boring or something, I must have. Some people have obviously unsubscribed by accident, and not, or they've had a change of heart. I don't know. Smash the like button. So yeah, no fixing today, guys. It's just going to be testing. That's why I wanted to do a test on the other Stream Elements. I thought, oh, that might be easier. Yeah, right. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. Oh, Mr. MK, I'm glad you popped on, sir. How you doing? Lurking and making. Oh, nice. I hope you're doing something really delicious on that front. Yeah, obviously, Mr. MK, all my projects, I'm waiting for parts, which I haven't ordered yet. So it's going to be testing things today. I've got a lot of things to test because I don't know. I've got all these bloody projects here, and I don't even know if these work. Noodles for myself. Oh, nice. I like noodles. Love noodles. Yeah, never boring here, so thank you so much, Mr. So that's literally Falcon. I like Mr. Falcon fixes 100% agreed. Yes. Bloody freezing in the UK. I've got the heating on and it's still cold. Fixes 100%. So obviously, I found the issue with the board, thanks to Mr. Swindon, that obviously the problem that I've got on this, that managed to find the problem with identical with the issue, but I need to order these components up, which is these two that have failed. Even though this switches on, each one didn't, which this one is, but you can clearly see they've been burnt. You can see the burn marks on it. So these two have obviously, they have failed over time. There must be a common feature on these boards that have just failed. Now, I would have attempted this, but because obviously I started getting into doing electronic repairs and trying to navigate and find out what, still don't know what's caused this to fail. I probably would say a stab in the dark and say these have got hot, and then they, oh no, 100% it works on Furbies. Thank you, Mr. NK, it means a lot, my friend. We ate them dreaded Furbies. So yeah, so yeah, this is the exact same one as Mr. Swindon done, and yeah, literally, and they've just failed. So miserably, they've just failed. So I've got to order the parts. So obviously, they're not going to cost a lot. So yeah, I thought I'm going to get some testing done, but I didn't think you guys wanted to see me do some testing because I've got all these bloody electrical appliances. I've got DVD players, combis, and I thought, really, all you've done is plugged them in, and you've not physically tested them on a TV. They might have problems like the other one did last night. And that's a good question. I thought, oh yeah, actually, I should really test them. Just in case if they have got some, they might have problems of outputting or something, or audio output. So yeah. Yeah, we love seeing you doing repairs, and just testing is just a bonus. So yeah, I know it's boring, but I didn't think you guys wanted to watch. That's why I thought, oh, I'll try it on a different platform, see if that can get that working. Yeah, right. Well, that worked out well. Not. So the first one I want to test. Let me put this to one side. She's a bit of a beast. So obviously I want to. It's a bit dusty because like I want to test this. I want to test this one. It is a recordable CD deck, digital deck. This one does recordings. This one just plays. So then you can sort of copy the CDs over. So it's a bit like a CD copier, basically. But again, I didn't try it. All I've done is just plugged it. Look at the dog's hairs all over it. Obviously, Bronson's ain't helped with all this spit everywhere. So first thing I need to do is get a cloth and give it a wipe. I'm fed up. I'm just getting garmed up by him. So yeah, not great. Let me grab all that. I need to shut that down.
Whoppy Nutter and is subscribed to the channel.
Thank you, my friend, for subscribing. At least that works. Blimey, I've got something working. So I'm glad that actually did work. It says it wasn't cold today. I can assure you it bloody is cold. It's cold enough. Smell of vinegar. Absolutely stinks, this stuff. White vinegar. It smells like a fish shop. Oh God, that's disgusting. Here, look, I've just wiped that. That is nasty. That goes to show that's been sitting around for so long. It's gathered Bronson's got Bronson's glue. It's a bit scratched on top. Oh God. So I thought, well, I've got physically nothing to fix because all the parts I'm just waiting for. That makes me laugh. Sweden Electronic Repairs. You've copied Andy's on that front, and yeah, that's actually quite funny. Look at all the dog spit. Oh my! It's like, yeah, the dogs have not helped on this front. So I'm just hoping this. I know this. Well, I ain't even plugged this one in, so I still don't know if this one works. It's like 90% of all the other stuff, but first things first. I need to get rid of all of the marks off it. Oh God, I really get bad indigestion, big time. So, is there an headphones? Oh, there's an headphone, so I can plug it in the headphones, and then try it on that front. And then, is there an output? Yeah, I think I can. Might be able to plug it into the output, and then have a look. I don't know if this one actually physically works. That's a good point. Let me put that up there for a minute. So I'm not plugging the DJI microphone in because for the love of God, I can't seem to get it to work. OBS has killed it for some reason. It's buggered all the settings up. This is why I got fed up with OBS.
Vince F subscribed to the channel.
Nice Vince F. Thanks for subscribing. So, and then Mr. MK.
MK Fix subscribed to the channel.
Hey, Mr. MK subscribed. Thank you, Mr. MK. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look to see if we got power onto this contraption. Oh, that didn't sound great. Well, it's lit up. Well, they shouldn't be sounding like that. That really don't sound great. This is what I'm saying, really. I've not tried none of these. Open. No disc. That one opens. That one opens. That's making a bit of a grinding. Well, I better put a disc in. It's put an audio disc. It's making like a funny noise. Oh God. Oh, that's a lot. Where's the bloody discs gone? Well, it ain't in that one. I thought I had the disc. Where's all the music CDs? God. Yeah, fun and games trying to find that out. It's nice. I like Sweden. Sweden is one of the places I'd love to come visit. Put it on my bucket list. Let's bear with us a minute, guys. Got to look for a bloody CD. Obviously, this thing's a CD one, so I've got to look for one. Otherwise, I don't know if that's actually working or not. Let's go and have a look next door. I think I've got some audio CDs. Oh, I had a bucket of them. in that one. There might be a box over here with some C. Oh, I had some with audio stuff in. Here, well, that fell on the floor. That didn't last long. Box of audio. One here. Box of tapes. Chances are it's going to be in this one. Yay! Got some tape. Got some CDs. I know I've got a box of. Trouble is, it's getting to it. Everything's bloody buried. Right. I don't know what this one is. The Winners, Volume 1. Grand Prix of Rock and Roll, Greatest. Obviously, not my taste of music. A bit of Barry Manilow or something like that. Oh God, no. Right. Let's open the drawer. Oh no, I've just turned it off. Pressed the wrong button. Right, I bet this has got a problem. See, I even though I got it, I just slung it on the top of the thing. No, it's got 16 tracks. It's not making a grinding noise now. It's playing. It's playing. Let me see if we got sound. Copyright. Doing Mr. Swindon there. Copyright. Let me get wide for sound, guys. Oh, that's a selector, is it? Right, okay. So copyright. So, well, we've got... Jesus, it's loud. Right, okay. Well, that's playing on that side. Well, that's good news. Right. So let's try the other side. They shouldn't make that noise though. I don't think that's not right. And then I'll have to try a record a disc, get a recording disc or something, and then see if it'll record over. Because again, it might have issues of trying to record. TOC reading. Right, well, let's pick that up. So we should be able to play that one as well. Yeah, that's playing. Right, I'm going to pull that out for a minute. Let that play. So obviously I need a speaker and see if we can get some output now on the back of the jacks from that. Let's have a look on there, see what we've got. Bloody connectors. We've got connectors all over the place. Right, hold up a minute. We've got that one there. Yeah, we might be able to put that one into that one. And then I've got to convert this. Oh, hold up a minute. No. Hold up. I've got to try and convert that one. I want it the other way, really. put that on there. Got to look for conversion needs. Mr. Grass puddle. Yes. Low. So yeah, I've had to divert and go back to bloody OBS. I'm really glad. Why did Mr. Swindon disable some of the features on there? Did it obviously because he don't like certain things done on his stream. He disabled something so people couldn't enable it. I don't know what he done. I was laughing. I thought, oh, so you know what, Mr. Swindon, he's very strict on his streams. Oh, it's cold. Right. Yeah, I've got to try and look for. I want an audio bit where I can plug it into my headphones and see if we've got audio on the jack side, on the output, to see if it physically works. I think I know. I think I might know that it's going to be. Oh, that's it. There you go. I've got it there. So I'll pitch this one. That's it. That's what I was looking for. So basically, I've got audio jacks into a 3.5 inch jack plug. Mr. Grass Puddle, the heart. Yeah. Oh, is that what he's like? He's like, yeah, I think he did. Did he disable the hearts? It done his. It he didn't like the arts or something. Right, so now I've got the jack plug on it. Yeah, I knew it was something. I said, what's he disabled? He disabled something on his stream. He didn't like it. He went, right, that's it, guys. I'm disabling it now. He's thinking, oh no, that's it, Mr. Swindon's had enough. Bless him. It was actually quite funny. He did make me laugh. I've still got to convert this into headphones. There's like a jack or something that you can switch. I can't bloody find them. All these bloody connectors. I've got connectors all over the place here. I'm thinking, oh no. Why is that? Oh, there you go. Right. Yeah, I like it when we chat and it goes mental. Yeah, it makes me laugh. That's what makes me laugh, Mr. NK, on that. Obviously, I got my hair cut today, and the barbers went a bit mad. Obviously, gearing up for my birthday Monday, so friends want to take me out for my birthday. That ain't till the evening, so I could pop on this stream for a little while. $21 again. Oh no. 20. It's always 21. 21 today? No, not really. Go back to being 21 again. That was many moons ago. Many moons. Too many moons. Oh, for crying out loud. I can't even find the bloody connector. Well, not on that one. Oh, excuse me. Yawning. Oh, fuck now, not the keys there. 21 today. Oh no, they're not in that. That's not on. What's that bit doing in there? Gotta keep rubbing my hands. The temperature started to drop, and I've got that bloody diesel heater on. No wonder Mr. Pico said that. He said he's not dropping the voltage down, like the diesel heater. He's not turning it down. He has to keep it up, and he has to leave it on 24/7. He only set it up the other day. He said otherwise, because it gets incredibly cold. He worked till 3:30 in the morning. Wow, I mean that's some serious movement. You know, doing 3:30 in the morning. I think everyone would be in the land of Nod. I thought, yeah, I've been trying to make new wheel for my DT, but it's not easy, as I've got like new spokes. Oh, for your for your bike. Yeah, I see that bike's lovely. It's a lovely bike, that is. I didn't have the time to take a picture. It was so bloody cold out there. If I get time tomorrow, I'll take a picture and I'll upload it and I'll show you the other bike that's stuck in the garage gathering dust. And she does run. She runs very well. But I don't, obviously. I mean, I don't even use the push bike. I mean, I've only used it a few times, and it's quick. It's near enough quick as my moped. After the modification I've done to it, obviously, it's classed as illegal because anything that's been modified above 15 point in the UK, anything above 15.5 miles an hour is classed as a motorbike. And then you've got to have tax and insurance, and then you've got to have like an MOT for it in the UK. It's ridiculous at the end of it. The trouble is the police confiscate it off you and you will not get that back. So not only do you get fined, but you lose your bike in the process. Bit of a killjoy really, because it's... you know, you spend all that money out getting it done. Yeah, anything over it. Yeah, 15. Yeah, I think I can run faster than that. Well, that's they put so many speed restrictions and laws in, and I know that's right across all platforms, but for the UK, it's ridiculous. I mean, I'm not being funny. An average marathon runner can run quicker than 15 miles an hour at the end of the day, and they've proven it at the end of it. So you imagine that a runner can run quicker than 15 miles an hour. It's actually quite... I think it was clocked in roughly around about 17 to 18 miles an hour on that front. So, you know, and that's averaging. But yeah, if your bike is more than that, then the police just confiscate it off you. So you still get a fine. You're right. Even if you haven't got a driving licence, it'll be points added to your driving licence, which will be affected. And not only that, they take the bike off you and then squash the bike as well. Yeah, here is about 18. See what I mean? Why have they done 18? Why couldn't they just round it off to 20 miles an hour at the end there? So yeah, if it goes up to 20, oh right, so yeah, 18. But if you go over 25, it's fine, right? So. Yeah, obviously the bike that I've modified was standard at 15, and that has to be pedal assist. It can't be a full throttle one. Again, that's classed as illegal. So you have to pedal it first, and then it assists you, and that. But yeah, my one's full throttle, and when I put a clock onto it, yeah, it was up to 40. It was up to 46, 47 mile an hour. So yeah, she's a bit of a beast. And that was a 5 kilowatt motor with a 45 amp battery, 4500 amp battery. So 4,500. I think it was about 4,500 amps It's ridiculous. Yeah, she's quick, but like I said, the tyres just go down because I'm not using it. It's a bit one, it's been too cold to use the bike, and two, you know, you can alter it. You can sort it out. 40. I tuned it. It goes up to 46, 47. That's what I'm saying. You can do it. You can. Yeah, it's a Mr. Ozzy. Thank you for popping in, sir. Yeah, I've got to try and. So yeah, you can sort of get around it that way, from that aspect. Because obviously you honestly you think, oh no, it's you know, it's only a little tweak at the end of it, but yeah, no, they still class that as illegal in the UK, and that just gives them an excuse to saying, well, we want the bike off you at the end of it. We just want the bike, and they'll take it. They won't listen to it. So yeah, bit of a killjoy on that front, I'm afraid. Yeah, I might have to rig some leads up and test it through a speaker. Gary Bickley sent you a picture. I can't see who this is. Why do people always contact me when I'm halfway in the bleeding? It's always the same. This is the trouble when you've got. You sent me a picture that I can't see who this is. You sent me a picture. I never sent you a picture. You sent me a picture message that I can't see who it is. No, I said I never sent you a picture, mate. I don't know who that is. So it is playing, but obviously I need to. I need to rig some leads up. I'll have to use this old ripped one. Obviously, it's got a bloody ripped cone on this one. I think I've got some. It's got some wire. No, I can't, because I can't find the adapters. I ain't got a clue where they are. I've got plenty of wire. Wire's not the problem. So yeah, because I was doing it. That's what I thought. Oh, I'll start on Stream Elements. Yeah, that was easy to set up. Yeah, of course it was. Yeah, easy to set up. Didn't say it's bloody easy to stream with it. It was coming up with a problem. I'll have to look into it, no? No, ignore that. See, weren't me then. I never sent no things on it. I don't know where you got that from. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to solder 2 points to the speaker. Oh, well that ain't great. It's got a broken connector straight away. Well, I'll have to repair that. Oh, great. So I get 90% of everything else. You do one thing, it leads to another job. So, fucking speakers all flopping around. It's completely smashed. How am I gonna? I don't think I'm gonna be able to repair that. Wow. All right. Where's my tweezers? Crying out loud. Yeah, behind. I think it's supposed to go. I think it's supposed to go like that. How the heck am... Yeah, I think they got like hooks. Oh God. pulled away from the bloody pad. Well, that ain't gone down too great. Oh no, that one's broken off. Yeah, I don't know. That's it looks like there. I might have to glue this one. I might have to do a Mr. Worms and recommend hot gluing it. Or a bit of solder mask. Yeah, no, solder mask would be better, wouldn't it? If I solder mask that, then it won't move. I might get some. Let's get the solder mask on. Velcro. Get the Velcro. That's a nice try. Velcro it on. I forgot. Yeah, actually, yes, that's not a bad idea. We'll get the Velcros out. That one's fine. I think that's. I can't go. That makes me laugh. Get the Velcros. We use this one. This one's rapid. On that front, we get the bit of those. Get a bit of the old rapid stuff on. Great. You know this was off, didn't you? This was off part of the other bloody project that I still ain't finished off over there. That was off for the reel to reel. Get the Velcros. That makes me laugh. That's a brilliant idea. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to plonk a little bit of solder mask underneath, right? I'll plonk a little bit on there. Oh God, fuck me! I only want a little bit. Jesus. This stuff goes everywhere. I mean, you literally just squeeze the most smallest part going. And then what I'll do, I'll get the ultraviolet light, Velcro it. It makes me laugh. Get the Velcros out. Oh, it's not sticky now. Oh, I cry that bad. Bloody hell, this really is not. This is not going the way I wanted it to go. There you go. Right, so I've got that stayed on there now. So let's get the ultraviolet light. Right, plug the ultraviolet light in. Plug it in. Oh yeah, Jesus. And just bung a little bit of ultraviolet. Keep the ultraviolets going. Now this one's supposed to be a quick oh in fact it's all gone in the CD tray. Oh no. Disaster. Yeah, this one's quick powering. It apparently it cures in 3 seconds. Now that's the one that I bought from Mr. Coda. This one he put on his website, and they didn't sell this one on YouTube, eBay, but he had it on there, and this was £10 for one. And yeah, really good stuff. He weren't mucking about. It just cures in seconds. You know, and that's set. Wow. Yeah, that's definitely done its job. He said the longer you leave it, the harder it gets. So let's just leave it for a minute. That's quite impressive. I like that. That'll do. And then I won't have to worry about eating it all up and getting the glue out and everything. Obviously, Mr. Worms is one for the glue. He should be getting them parts that I sent to him that he needed for my Atari boards. That front. I don't think Juiced, Juiced and Mr. Hot Cows donated £2 to his channel. I donated £10 to his channel, and Mr. Juiced donated £30 to his channel. So on Andy's stream, these guys, he said, "You guys are mad." He said, "Stop wasting." But it all helps. It all helps to support the streamers. So I'm all one for that. Obviously, we're a small local, we're a small local sort of a minded sort of community, and I think it's all about supporting and helping others. Because every little bit of support helps. Right. Well, I'll tell you what, these didn't have to get warm, didn't they? Oh Christ, the handle's got stuck. Right, hold up a minute. Yeah, that's really warm. I bought that one for doing the yeah, there is. I'll tell you what, the heat from that is terrific. It's absolutely like, oh, it's really strong. Oh, where's the thing? So yeah, obviously he's got to go and pick his daughter up. Well, that's cured. That's completely cured. So we haven't got any issues of that now. And that's cured all the way round. So, and that's gone rocket. That's better than glue. That's much better than glue. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to repair that rip. Shame. Yeah, I think the only way you have to rebuild, you can't buy these speakers. You just can't buy them. Right, so now we've got that, I can now solder some wires on and make some connectors. Where's the wire? Obviously, I need to put these solder points. I crimped these on, so these should be. Where's the solder? Now, for crying out loud. I have to stop saying for crying out loud. You can't help it. It's a bit like Joey does tech. He says, "Lord the glove." It actually makes me laugh. I love watching Joey's streams. Right, I can't find the solder. Right, let's find the solder first before I do anything. It's still playing the disc, so the disc is playing all right. So the disc has not got any issues. I can't get over that Stream Elements won't work. Comes up with a problem. Yeah, like 90% of the time. Nothing. To try and do a streaming side, you honestly think it'd be simple and straightforward. No, nothing's never straightforward. Oh yeah, it's fell down the back here. God. There you go. Got it. Right, let's do that again. One wire at a time. Yep. Right. Really, I shouldn't be doing it on top of a a thing, but it should be alright. Put a big blob on there and then that's it, like on that one, like that, and then I can, once it's been blobbed, oh, that didn't hold. I might have to tin that first, you know, because these are not sticking for some reason. Yeah, I think that might have helped it. There you go. So it probably would make perfect sense to well, that one's stuck on, so that one's on. Good. Right, we got one on. So I've got to do the same again. Tin this one up. Oh God, the smell of solder. It's disgusting. Not ideal. Nice. So we've got that one on there and we've got that one on. Yeah. We're done. We're done and we're done. So hopefully now we've got both of them sort of like, let me move the microphone up here so you guys can hear me a bit, just in case it's a bit low. So not the prettiest, but give it the wiggle test. The wiggle test. Always give it the wiggle test. Drop solder down here. Oh, alright, it fell on there. And I need to order some low melt solder as well. Now, if I go into here, should have. If I got another one of these, then I can make one up. See, so I should have. No, not on that one I haven't. Right. Let me have a look. Oh, they're pots. Pots. Well, I've got one. I want more than one. Keys nearly went. Good. Mr. PCDD, how you doing, my friend? Do you know what? Thank you for the shout out. I really appreciate that, bud. As I was saying to Mr. Swindon stream, it's all about supporting all of us streamers for the small community that we are, and we're hoping to grow our channel. So every shout out means everything. So. Yes, I thought that you, obviously I forgot that where you deal with a lot of PCs. I used to do it years ago. I've given up in the end. It was too stressful for PCs, and obviously PCs are. especially motherboards. Don't even get me started on motherboards. So to have the time and patience that you do, sir, is, yes, most definitely on that front. Obviously, I've not. I didn't. I had to order for the bench power supply. I had to order the 1220 battery because it's obviously a very small battery, which I had to order 2 of them, which was these ones. So these are the 1220 lithium batteries because you can't buy these in a shop, and it's ridiculous because they don't sell them. So I had to order that off eBay because it keeps all the time and date settings. The only downside is that obviously my bench is. I'm not a very well organised person, and I build a nice 6-foot bench, and all I'm doing is just junking it up. Obviously, the port there, I think that's a bad design. If I had to have one nibble with this, they could have put that at the back instead of at the front. And then you could have had the lead trailing out the back going into the computer. That would have been much better. So I would have preferred that, but I didn't bother installing the software or putting a Wi-Fi chip in because it was only connection for your phone. Yeah, it deserves a shout out, and forgetting on the stream. It's so many good. It is true. There is so many good creators, and I'm hoping that what we do as a community, regardless to what we stream, because everyone's got that bench is cleaner than mine. you think? You've got to be joking. I can't feel the table. Obviously, I've got my iMac up there, so I can't move that big old beast because I've got nowhere to put it. I can't move in here because it ends up being, this is my front room. These are projects that I'm obviously waiting to get parts for. So there must be about 12, 13 unfinished projects because I'm waiting for parts at the end of the day. And then obviously, like most of it today is, I thought, I haven't got nothing to fix, but I want to do some testing on all this audio equipment because I haven't tested it. I physically haven't. I plugged it in. So yeah, that's where you end up being. So now I can't believe that you gave Andy a shout out on my stream this morning. I'm sorry, bud. It's just that I get notifications on my phone with I'm subscribed to every live streamer, so anyone that goes live, it pings up, and in my phone, obviously we're talking about smartwatches, this is the Galaxy Watch 5 that come with the phone, and yeah, these ain't cheap when they're £500, so they're not exactly cheap change on these phones, but it'll keep vibrating, it keeps monitoring everything. I don't use it for exercising. Yeah, I saw the Furbies that were safe. That is true, Mr. MK, sir. That most definitely. Now, Mr. Carfor, what was I only praising? I was literally just praising how good that solder mask is. Look, and it bloody snapped off. Mr. Pico, they haven't picked up the things, sir. I was gonna text you earlier because I know you're in work. Didn't really want to pester you. They've not picked the thing, and I called the postman this morning, and I said, "Why haven't you picked up the item?" He said, "Apparently the bloke's gone sick," and I went, "Well, that don't help me." I said, "I've got a parcel waiting to be picked up." He said, "Well, I can't take it. You'll have to get it rebooked." It's disgusting, paying for a service you don't even get from Royal Mail at the end of it. So yeah, they've not picked it up, sir, on that front. So yeah, he's still sitting at my mum's, unfortunately. Bloody outrage, you know. Royal Mail have got a nerve. They charge enough for their services and they don't even pick it up. They're no different than all the others. Bloody unbelievable. I'll rebook it. Thank you, my friend. Yeah. The other one arrived. Oh, good. Yeah, that was the other bench power supply. So, yeah, enjoy it. I could have sold it, but I didn't. I can't be asked. I can't be asked it half the time. Obviously, I went to go and get my hair cut today. They've done a great job. They cut it number one, and yeah, he said, "Do you want the clean look?" I said, "Whatever floats your boat." So my mum went, "Just shave it off," and I went, "Don't tell him that." Before I knew it, he shaved it all off. So he's gone a bit mad with the barber clippers today. So I said, "Thanks a lot." Now I've got to look like, now I've got a completely half bald all the way around the side. I said, leave me some hair at least, because obviously you feel it in the cold. I can't believe this has fell off, and I was only praising that solder mask, how good it was. Well, that obviously didn't last long. So yeah, that solder mask is not that great. Obviously, I'm putting a little bit of pressure on it, but I thought solder mask was good. I suppose it can't take the weight of certain things. So yes, so yeah, appreciated what Mr. PCDD was having a shout out this morning to everyone. So yeah, great to support all us streamers, and hopefully that's what I was saying, is hopefully to encourage other streamers to go live. Subscribers, so it's all about growing the community, because there's always going to be, I've always said this, that there's always going to be other streamers that are going to be good at something, and it's good to know to grow your community. It's because then, like, everyone does a little bit of everything. I mean, Mr. Swindon, he does a bit of everything. Obviously he was having a bit of an anvil there with that VR headset, on which I knew that was going to be a challenge straight away. I might have to put a little bit of caption tape over this to hold this up. That's not a bad idea. So yeah, I see him struggling. He had to completely strip that. I've got one of them. Lucky enough, it's working. I thought, Jesus, I don't really fancy doing what he's doing, completely stripping it down. It's a serious involvement on that front. Mr. Pico. Yeah, your collection has been booked for the 9th of the 1st. Collection will email you with a minimum address and with that within 30 minutes. Thank you, Mr. Pico. Much appreciated, sir. So... So yeah, I'll have to put a bit of caption tape to stop that from popping off or something. That allowed that to take the thing off it. I'll tell you what, with that bloody diesel heater going, it takes that nip off the air. I'll be lost without that diesel heater, 100%. So yeah, because I thought, well, I've got nothing to repair. I mean, well, I end up repairing the bleeding speaker, which I want to put some ends on this so I can end up, yeah. What are you breaking now? I say, well, I'm not really breaking anything, sir. On that front, I'm trying to. What it was, I wanted to get an output. I don't want to connect this through an amplifier. So I'm trying to. This is the speaker that come out of the reel-to-reel, which I still ain't ordered the parts for. Obviously, I did order, and then they sent me the wrong bloody belt. If you remember correctly, I tried putting the belt on. The belt was still slipping on that front. So yeah, obviously I've got to still source a belt out for that front, and so yeah, which is not helping. But I thought I want to put it in from the output, so then I can then listen, because the headphones work, but some of these don't have headphones. I mean, this is obviously working, because I need to get this stuff sold and gone. I've got too much gear. You know what it's like when you're lucky enough you're in the industry. You could just scrap it. It'd be quicker to scrap it than try to repair it at the end of it. Except for that JVC. No, except for that Sharp record player. That one's obviously too good to be scrapped. I wouldn't scrap that. That's a lovely piece of equipment. So it's been delivered. Well, something's been delivered. I don't know what's been delivered. It's just flagged up. Oh, it might be. I've sent Mr. Worms one of them items that he needs for the Atari, because Mr. Worms is doing a great job working on my Atari board. So he apparently needed 2 bits of RAM. So he said, "Can you order it?" And I said, "Don't worry, I'll order it and get it directly." It wasn't too bad. It was only £6 for 2 bits of RAM. He only needed 1 bit. So hopefully that might fix the problem. So he won't know that until he can get that, because obviously he's been pinching bits off my board to see if he can get the other board working, because we couldn't get it working until I butchered it and made it 500 times work. That's why I stopped. You know, if you're not confident in any of your work, don't carry on. Just stop what you're doing and put it behind something, and then you can come back to it at a later date when you've got more confident in doing it. Because you can actually, with dealing with vintage stuff, I've found that it's much more fragile, a lot more fragile than working on a PS5 or an Xbox Series X. Multi-thick boards, and they take a lot of heat. These boards, no, they're quite the opposite. They're ultra thin, and you can easily do trace damage. You know, detrace it, delaminate the board. And you've got to be so careful with it. So yeah, not the greatest. So yeah, are you, Mr. Pico? Are you still at work, sir? Hopefully. I got a compliment from Mr. Swindon today on his stream. He actually said he enjoyed the stream last night that I was streaming. That was actually, I was really surprised. He said it was a right chilled and great environment. I said, "Thank you, sir. That means a lot." It would be nice to actually be included in the next charity event. I think that I would like to do, because I'm one for charities. God, Jesus, this ain't even coming out. This is well wedged in. It did make me laugh. Sweden Electronic Repairs. Actually, it's fantastic. Your streams are always good quality. Thank you, my friend. That means a lot on there. Interesting things. How you doing? Thank you for popping in, my friend. If you've not subscribed, please do. That really helps my channel. For some reason, my subs have gone down. I don't know why. Everyone else has gone up. Mine's gone down. No, that's actually my luck. I'll take that back. That's, if I bought a lottery ticket, I'll be the last person to win the lottery. So, God, Jesus, these are fiddly as hell. I hate these type of barrel jack sort of connectors on that front. So yeah, Mr. Carfor's bidding. He instructed with 60 volts. Oh God, look at that. So yeah, what I'm trying to do is make one connector. So hold up a minute. You've got obviously So I could do one part of the stream on one side on this, because obviously you've got to have a plus and a minus. Actually, that's a good question. Is there a plus and minus on here? Well, I'm not going to see that, because does it really matter on a speaker for a plus and minus? I don't think it does it? I mean, I'm not going to see that. Can't believe that's broke. You know, but it must have been weak to start with for that to break. Right, okay, so I can put that one back in. Right, where's that cap gone? This is reasons why I don't normally go live if there's other streamers on, because it don't seem no purpose, because obviously everyone wants to go on everyone else's stream. So it's probably best just to wait until everyone's not streaming, and then obviously pop on and say hello. Oh, I've got to try to... God, Jesus, this is obviously not for the faint-hearted. That diesel heater. I'll tell you what, them diesel heaters are brilliant. They really take the heat, like, take the nip off the air. If you set them up right, they are great. Really, you're better off doing what Mr. Pico recommends, is like biodiesel. That's what you better. I mean, that's obviously vegetable oil, and it's 50% on each. Strained vegetable oil, which you normally get from fish shops, things like that, and then 50% on normal diesel, and then you can run it. That's what biodiesel is. That's what everyone was buying. The obviously, because the petrol and diesel prices are still very expensive at the moment. So, which obviously don't help the situation, because people are still struggling. I mean, at the minute, Mr. Swindon's got to get bit for his car. He's been having problems with his car at the moment. I didn't know his car was actually... my car's worse than his. Must be a Ford thing or something. Right. Let's turn this. Lovely. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Let me show you guys. Let's see how well I've done. So, I literally soldered. It can't focus, but it's got a nice blob right in the centre of that. Using webcams is obviously... that's got to be one of the next things that I do really want to upgrade, will be my camera. I think cameras are the most important. I'll probably get one of those, what Mr. PCDD recommended, is the Offset 2. Yeah, not cheap. We're nearly like close to £200 for a camera that's obviously used. That front, it's not second hand. So, but they, you know, you only pay it at the once, so it ain't too bad on that front. Yeah, that's it. The Offset 2, yeah. Because the Offset 2 can do up to 4K resolution, but the price of them about 200, 250. They're not cheap cameras on that front. but they have got a good reputation of good quality, and you've got all that automatic zoom function, and I think it's the most crucial thing that you know from when it comes to live streaming is to make sure you've got a good camera, and it does make sense because it's all about content. The last thing you want to do is, I mean, some people use mobile phones. The only downside of using your mobile phone is if you're using your phone and someone's ringing you, then it cuts it will cut off the live stream, where it just cut the camera off, and you think, well, that ain't helping me. So, which is not great. Well, I've made one up. Just got all I've got to do is put this on here, and solder this on. No, that's not soldered. Great. So I might have to put a little bit of yeah, that's not obviously, that's not, it ain't been tinned or anything, that's why it can't stick to the point. Yeah, they're actually good cameras, them Obsec ones. They're actually a really, I did look into them, and they are, I think if that's the camera I'm going to go, it will be that. There's no point trying to get a digital SLR, because you're going to be spending anywhere between 3, 5, or anywhere up to £1,000, and there's no guarantee of what them type of quality you're going to get. Yeah, that is the, is that the RC? I think it is. I think it is. Oh, that's gone on there. That didn't go well. Great. See what I mean? That's what I didn't want to do. Great. Now I've got a blob of bloody salt. Oh no, that's alright, it's come off. I was going to say, I think I've got a blob of solder on it there. Lucky enough, that's come off and it ain't scratched it. So, not ideal working on something that it's... but its CD's working fine. CD's working fine on that front. So, hang on, Mr. Pico, I'll read your message, so give me one moment. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm impressed with this little soldering iron. It's absolutely fantastic. Yay, it's fixed. Is she blobbed? Oh, watch, careful, that's bloody hot. I've got a bloody soldering iron in my hand, yeah. I've been scarred enough times. Hence, there, got cuts up here, got burn marks on that one. Done. Right, good. Now I can read your message, my friend. We read Mr. Let's go back to Carl 4's message before I read you. Is that an RCA? It is an RCA, sir. Yes. I don't think that would actually use an RCA for low output. It usually needs an amplifier. You'll get a signal from it. Audio outputs from the audio chip itself is defaulted. It'll just be low, because obviously they act like a preamp. Amplifiers just amplify that sound, take that sound and magnitude it by turning then on the dial that you need. But you will still get output on it. It just correct on that front. Yeah, but yes. So, did you solder the sleeve on? Yes, I did. I beat you to that, sir. So we'll prove it. I'll show you what I mean. The only ones that you won't get any sound out of is the ones that that need a preamp on that front. So I'll show you what I mean. Now, obviously, we've got one RCA connector. Now I've connected that up. Not ideal with that though. A bit disappointed in that. I thought that would have actually worked, but no. Right, so I'm going to take a RCA cable, which I'm going to put, just say for argument's sake, red, and just plug it in and see if we get any output from the output. Yeah, I think you might be right there, Mr. Carfor. We got zilcho. And I've connected that up. Unless that speaker's dead. Now it's obviously, I didn't bear that in mind actually, come to think about it. Well, we have got, I've soldered the connectors, right, so obviously it's got a nice good strong connector in front, except for that, that's a bit of a burn. She is connected. I thought you would have got a sound out of that, but you might be right. Obviously, you obviously do need a preamp to power this out. Yeah, because that's got output. And I'll tell you one thing of knowing if this is working correctly. There is a way of saying plugging it into the front of the RC jack with that, and then we'll test to see if the speaker's actually physically working. So just take one of these, obviously, plug her in, take that, plug that into there. Oh, it would help. I ain't press play. This is the reasons why. Now, this is the reasons why I wanted to test, because this has been working, but now this is not working, and it's not opening up at all. This is why I should really test off this audio equipment. I thought, well, that's probably not the reasons why. Right, turn her off. That's good. I think this might have an issue. Right. That was working. It was working lovely. Yeah, that would actually help. So first thing I'll test it for the microphone. Yeah, seeing the tracks. I wonder why that was. Did I press a button? I might have leant on it. Right, we've got output. Right, so first things first. Let me plug this back in. Obviously not the greatest. Right, so copyright. Copyright. Obviously I've got Mr. Swindon's. I've got Mr. Swindon says copyright. It does. Believe it or not, listen to that. Right. So there is audio coming out, but it's ultra low. So you would do. And it's working on both channels. Right. So obviously I'm talking over there. You could actually hear it. So the audio output is working. So this is wired up correctly. Well, that's good to know. Now the only other aspect is, which I knew you would have got some audio output. It'd be just ultra low. You'd hear it, but you want it needs boosting, because it acts just like I said. You need an amplifier to amplify the sound. So it's a bit like a preamp. Preamp would work. Right, well, that's good news. That's working. So, Mr. Pico, £19 fine for the mini digi car audio. Oh yeah, Mr. Pico, you say that, sir. Look what I keep forgetting. Guess what I've got? I made this up. This is an amplifier. Power goes in, speakers come out. This is your left and right audio channel. This is your input. And this all this works on is 12 volts. I forgot I made this a long time ago. I bought this in a kit form, put it all together. A little power audio amplifier. Perfect. 50k pot on that front. And I leave it up there and I keep forgetting what this is. But this is just a powered amplifier on that front. And that would actually power that up, which then I'll be able to listen to it. So if I took the out port, plugged it into the took it to the input side, these are obviously, yeah, look, it says it on there, 12 volt. So this one's 12 volt. What's that one there? It's obviously got Chinese inputs in that front. So yeah, basically I think this is your output. This is your output, and 12 volts goes in here. And what was this? I'll have to get the Chinese lid thing on it. It's got two. I think this is your left and right speaker. These are your speaker outputs. Your left and right audio channel on that front. This is your 12 volt input, right? And this is, you can also listen to the audio jack as well. So these would be your outputs. I keep bloody forgetting. Actually, I'll try that while I'm doing this stream. I'll boot that up. I haven't used it in such a long time, but that's actually a good idea. Yeah, that would actually work. Oh, right, so you use that, yeah, because obviously I didn't give that a thought. I built this ages ago and I keep bloody forgetting to use it. So that then, I could then just solder directly to that, and then that's obviously got your audio channels. So I will leave that connected and I could just put that into an output device, so then I could just power that speaker straight up on either one. But I'll need to put some wires. So let me grab some wires from my box of bits that I've got. Obviously Bronson's asleep today, so he's been asleep all afternoon, bless him. Yeah, I keep forgetting I made that. Actually, a good look, really good little device. And because I've got plenty of leads, which I'm not short on leads, so I can, like, straight away, I've got these crocodile clips, perfect, right? So that's going to be the 12 volt input. End of the day. So let me take that one. Now I need to take, yeah, straight away I might be able to use, oh no, they're normal audio leads. No, don't cut them ones, them ones ain't been cut. I should have some audio leads. Should be able to simply, oh, let me go Jimmy Riddle first. Give me 1 minute, guys. You need that chip to, is it an AD? It might be a T. I'm not 100% Mr. Carfor. I'll have a look. I managed to get some of these today. I managed to get some Mr. Kipling's and a high protein drink. So, hopefully. Oh, and then speak of the devil, Bronson's just decided to wake up. Obviously, the big goof. that big goofer. He only wakes when there's food about. He does make me laugh, that Mr. Bronson. Now, don't start, Bronson, right? I'm not opened them yet. Yeah, I've got these. I always get the reduced ones, but these ones are caramelised or something. So we'll give it a sample. I don't eat a lot. I'm so picky. I'm the world's pickiest eater. Now, Bronson, behave yourself. I've not even started yet. No. That's bits of PlayStation controller. We don't want that. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put something on that ball. And, audio. We should have audio. Should have audio. He says. Bits of motor in there as well. It's like we've got bits of everything. Bronson, eh? What are we going to do with Bronson? Obviously, not that one. I've got all these bits of wires everywhere. Well, you've got to have something in amongst this wonderful stuff. I have. It's just finding it. Might be able to desolder something off the board or something and plug it off the board. Now, hold up a minute. You saying that, I did have. Right. Jesus, what's all this wire? Bits of wires everywhere. Gee. That audio. What's that? That's a line. That's no good. Noisy fan. That's no good. Can't use that. Telling Mr. Bronson something. Right, he don't listen. Oh God. Where's that bloody bit for the audio side? Oh, that's a red light. That's a mobile fan. Can't use that. Well, that'll come in handy for that aspect side, right? So I'm not ready to use that, but. Might be able to desolder. I might be able to desolder that, the two pots on that one, and then use that side. So that will work. If I desolder that. I don't want to start splicing into more bloody wires because I've got loads of wires on here. So yeah, that will do. I'll have to desolder that section. There they do. Hi Chris. Mr. Chris. Oh, Mr. Chris is in the house. Thank you for popping in, my friend. Right. So, let's get rid of... Before, you know what I should do is put something on top of this. Obviously, all I'm doing is scratching it up, making it 500 times freaking worse. Which, yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Let me go and grab... oh yeah, I've got one here. That'll do. Oh no, I was using that. No, that stops that from shortening out. Let me go and grab... Oh, I've got bloody paste on my hand. Much better. So let me put that up there. I need to desolder these. Mark these ones. If I mark them up, then I know what's what. So I'm going to put that. Mark the black dots. Desolder. It makes my job a damn sight more easier if I know where I've got to desolder. Right, let's take this off. I'm still waiting for the Mr. Peak. I'm still waiting for the items being delivered from China. That's the multimeters. At the end of the day, Mr. MK's literally just gone live 3 minutes ago. On that front, if you guys want to jump over to Mr. MK, you're more than welcome. Thank you for popping on. I bet he's going to be doing controllers. I guarantee it. I was shocked how many controllers he actually had. It was frigging. It was a box. I couldn't believe it. I said, "Oh, you're doing the robot?" He went, "No." He said, "I'm not doing the robot." Until he pulled out the box with all the power supplies, and oh my god, he weren't kidding. The power supply was these with not power supply. The controllers was just the box was overflowing with all these controllers everywhere. So yeah, not the. So yeah, I'm going to use the Moo gun and take these 4 dot ones off. So he's still playing the disc. So yeah, I want to power this up. Obviously, I only used this once, so I do know it works. Oh, it's actually vanilla. Tastes like this is high protein vanilla flavour. It tastes like ice cream. It actually tastes quite nice. Can't believe no notification from Royal Mail. I'm actually disgusted. They can understand the reasons why people put in claims with Royal Mail, but then you can't win because what you're supposed to do. I mean, there ain't many platforms out there when it comes to deliveries. The downside of that is that, you know, who else do you go with? I mean, if you go with Yodel, DPD, Every, they've not got the greatest of reforms when it comes to delivery. Some of them are more shocking than others. I mean, look at for instance this morning, Mr. Swindon was waiting for part of a delivery. He gets notifications live on his phone, and guess what they done? The postman just knocked, rang the doorbell, and then buggered straight off. Wouldn't even wait 30 seconds. Wouldn't even wait 30. That's my prime example. This is why I think I know they're in a time schedule, but at least not even 30 seconds. Come on. I mean, you're not. What if that was an elderly woman trying to get to a door? I don't get it. I really don't get it. I think they should be fined on that front. You're paying for a service, and you're not giving people time to get a reasonable amount of time to get to the door. You don't just wait, literally not even 10 seconds to actually just ring a doorbell, walk straight off. That's just ludicrous. I don't get it. He's had that happen a couple of times. He's even had an Every driver. I don't know if it was Every. He literally didn't even knock, but he got notification. Obviously, they must have knocked at the door, but they didn't use a doorbell. And then literally waited there for about, 20 seconds. And then turned round, got straight back in. That parcel that he had, he could have put it through the letterbox. But no, he turned back round, took it with him, and went and drove him straight off. And that was live on stream. And he weren't lying, he showed you it. I thought, wow, this is what you're up against for a service that you expect to pay for. You know. The moo gun. The dreaded moo gun. It's not making that horrible noise anymore. I don't think that's going to get in there. No, it's not coming off, guys. That nozzle's obviously too narrow. Turn it off. Right, okay. Get the solder wick out. Oh, not Mr. Pico's badge over. No, can't have that. I'll put it back up. But that's it. Well, let's get the crappy flux and turn this on. So I still need a decent fume extractor because I'm getting fumes blowing towards me, which is obviously not helping on that front. Wow. This boards soak up so much heat. It's unbelievable. Hang on, bud, I'll read your message. I've got to set up another monitor and put it closer to me because my eyesight's terrible. That's the trouble when as we get older, especially when us old folks end up needing bifocals and you have to stand on it. My glasses are like distance glasses. I can see really close up, but when it comes to distant, probably about not even to the end of this board, then everything's just like blurry. I'm out of focus. Now, a lot of opticians do bifocals where it's a 2-in-1, but I tried them, I can't get on with them. It made it worse. It actually started giving me an headache. I had to stop using them. I'm the only bloody person that ends up that, they don't work on. Tell you what, these boards absolutely, it's shocking how much they take up on heat. So I should receive them, Mr. Pico, sir. So I should receive them oscilloscope leads tomorrow. This says arriving by Friday. So hopefully me put my goggles on. I can't read any message whatsoever. Do you have a bigger nozzle? I think I have. The nozzles are up on. They're up in. They're obviously up on there. I've got them on these bits up on this section, so I'll have to dig them out because, like you said, they have smaller ones and big ones, so you can go over. And that obviously being a bigger nozzle, then it can suck it up more. But they're a pain in the arse to keep changing over because you have to wait. Then we have to wait for it to. This is. I don't. You know what's causing the issue? Because I've got lugs on here. That's obviously looking at taking these out. Oh, that flux is so sticky. It's like toffee paper. It's absolutely, well, ugh, nasty. I might have to cut them off because the solder is not helping. There she goes. And then I might be able to get something to pry onto that. He says, take me flat spatula, put it under, and then get the soldering iron. This is more. I'll tell you what. This is more stubborn than a dash hand, and dash hands are stubborn as anything. Them dogs, because I know by my mum's one. She's stubborn as an old mule. Put a bit more flux on. Flux is always the key. If it ain't gonna go, so cut. They've put so much solder around these joints. I think they was trying to hold up an ass. Jesus, ouch. Well, that one's now completely all gone. So Mr. MK is obviously doing. I bet I'm right. I've not even looked. I bet Mr. MK is doing controllers. He's enough good at controllers because he's obviously dealing with them 24/7. They started to delaminate the board. I can see that. Wow. And this, see what I mean with heat? It can start delaminating on boards. I can see it. Shocking. And he wanted to get one out. Yeah, easier said than done. Obviously, this is. It feels like it's been glued in. The only way my granddad ever used the way his flux is like a giant lump of solid natural resin. Oh, I know the one. I think I've seen that. It's quite. They're like big chunks of. It looks like a chunk of rock. So he used to drip it onto the old soldering iron before. Yeah, he was doing. Yeah, yeah, he is doing it. He is doing it. Wi-Fi. How did I know Mr. M? I know Mr. MK's streams. That's what I love about Mr. MK. Guarantee he's going to be doing a controller. Because that's the only one thing that he's very good at. Obviously, he's dealt with a lot of controllers. This is why I like Mr. Swindon's channel as well, because Mr. Swindon even said today that he's the only person, and I totally agree, he's the only person that deals with a bit of everything. It's not just one thing at the end of the day. My stuff is all vintage, you know, it's not for everyone at the end of the day. But then you're not going to get to see a vintage item like that ever again. Obviously, I'm not the world's greatest, and I'm not, you know, and not everyone is perfect. To actually say you're perfect at something, you're just being biased, unless, you know, you start getting to the level. I mean, like, and the reasons why I say that is because I've seen the experts even get it wrong. Obviously, prime example, the latest episode is look at the coder. Prime example, you know, again, done loads and loads of them, of the boards, and this one went horribly wrong. But then he should have known, he should have never injected 10 amps. 10 amps onto a board. If you're doing voltage injection, that's way over. You could have literally destroyed the entire board with 10 amps. So I don't know what he was thinking about injecting 10 amps. I mean, 1 amp. 1 amp to 2 amps maximum, and that's pushing it. Don't inject any more than that. You're going to fry the board or the damaged components next to it. But I don't know what he was thinking about 10 amps, because obviously I know it makes great entertainment, but there's obviously something's going to go wrong, catastrophically go wrong. I'm afraid it did. It's a prime example to what I was just talking about earlier. So you know what, guys, this is obviously not even budging to come off. I knew Mr. MK was going to do. I had an inkling he was going to do. He was going to do controllers. I knew he was going to do controllers. I went, if that's Mr. MK, he'll do a controller. You know, I'm like, that was just stubborn. That was just glued. 9 out of 10. That was just bloody glued. I thought, I've desoldered half of this. That should have just come off. There you go. She's out. Fixed. Right. So we've took the. I only wanted to get to the part. This is why I strip these balls down just for parts. They're worth it just for bits. Right, you can pinch a piece, pinch something off that. Now I've got something to work on. So what I'm going to do now is I can put some wires onto this. Now this one's going to be for voltage, so I'm using this one for voltage, and I'm going to use this one here for speaker. And then I ain't got to cut and keep bodging things up. I'd rather butcher the wires instead of the connectors, because the connectors are hard to get. So yeah, it looks like Mr. Swindon's got to have damper coils, or I think it's the track rod ends or something that because he's on his Ford Focus. He's got the RS. I haven't got that. I've just got the. I'm not one for flashiness in cars. I just want a car from get me A to B. I'm not really bothered, you know, as long as it gets me from where I need to go. Read Mr. Pico's message. Yeah, a lot of the times that they glued the components on them boards so they don't move. Yeah, so on the yeah, so they are sort of like they're riveted and they're soldered on. And there's some actually might try and call it. Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, you can clearly see that trying to get a component off the board, you end up damaging a third of the board trying to get one component off because obviously that's a prime example. They glue it on. I've got no sandwiches today, guys. Obviously, we went shopping and I've got the 9 out of 10. I forgot to get the rolls. It's alright, I'm going shopping tomorrow. Going to Sainsbury's, so I'll get some rolls and good Bronson does love his rolls, bless him. So right, I'm gonna do. Let's tin these up. Let's bung a bit of Why am I mucking about with that? Where's my asset? I like these little arms because you know when you're right, you can just hold it on, tin it up, and then because obviously you need a third pair of hands when you're tinning these things, and these are great. Like that. See, this is what I love. Take that one out, and then I can do the same. Right. Never do that with your mouth, with an holding a soldering iron. I'm too lazy to keep putting it back in. Ow. Oh, that stuck to my finger. Buggles up. Silicon. There you go. Last one. Last one for the last one. You know, that's one thing you end up using a lot is solder. You use so much solder. Yes. Right. Let's clean the tip. I was looking at Mr. Swindon's switch when he was doing the thing on it. I like that effect. Oh no, guys, I've only dropped solder down my front. Oh, that's all right. But where have I got it down my front? I always manage it. Guarantee I always manage it. Yeah, he's a Nintendo Switch. I like that woody effect. It's actually quite nice. Go to Subway and go and buy him a foot long. Gee. He'll swallow it. I mean, you see how he eats the bloody bones. He just swallows bones like you wouldn't believe. Like, I'll get him them big crunchy bones, which are these ones. These are the ones I get him. Look at the size of them. These last, if I timed it, it'd last about a minute. Not even that. That big goofer. So... go to the Subway, go and get him a foot long. You're thinking, oh, we enjoy it. Oh, it's not for me. It's for the dog. It feels like it's just. It puts me in mind. It's like that episode out of Steptoe, like when he goes to buy the racehorse a nice bit of steak. Oh, it's not for me, ladies. It's for the dog. Good day. Can you imagine saying that for your dog? That's brilliant, absolutely legendary. That I need to trim this down because these are obviously too. All right, I'll do this side. Yeah, it did make me laugh when I see that. Oh, that's a good point. What is the Earth? What's the centre? Oh, right, okay, that's the centre. Right. I can see it. Right, I might have to put this because this is not holding. Right, put it on there. That's it. There you go. Yeah, it's actually quite funny, that bit. Need to tin this up. Do it on this one. Nice. And we can then put it the opposite side. If I go that side. I do like these soldering irons. These soldering, I'll tell you what, I think if it makes your job a lot easier, get yourself a good soldering iron. It really does. It's an amazing way to, you know, when you're trying to do your job. Look at that. Spot on. Lovely jubbly. Now, she's still a bit hot. Right, so we've got negative side, plus side. Now, we've got something for it to go into the socket, which obviously I'll need to trim this up. This is going to be for the speaker. Oh no, I won't be able to use these. I'll have to trim these up. Cut these off. I have to cut these. Tinned them up, didn't I? Well, I don't know where that's gone. That pinged. That went ping. That pinged somewhere. I ain't got a clue where that went. I just heard it ping against the wall. So right, so we've soldered one side on this, so I can then put that into one of these things. So all I need to do is put this into the speaker connector into one of these. I think the plus side's going to be up there. Let me get me cutters. Let's see. Nicely. Now, it ain't going to make no difference because these are going to be left and be for right. So that's your 12. This is obviously... So I need screwdriver. And that should then power them up. Beautiful. Don't think I'm going to be able to get the screwdriver in here, can I? No. Don't be daft. Right, the negative is obviously going to be one side of that, right? So we'll keep that one side on there. making like little audio amplifiers. I think these are great. I think these are great little, you know, again, if you wanted to do a test, now I can leave this permanently set up, and which I'll probably end up doing at the end of the day. Now I've only got to do the same thing again on the other side and put it on that side, and then I can have me left and right straight into one of these. So, which is good. So what I'm going to do next then, we've got that taken care of. Next thing is put some power into this. So, because yeah, that's playing alright. It's playing fine. Now 12 volts going into that. I can move this out of sight there, don't need that. Lovely. So I'll take, might be able to use, if I swap this over, might be able to use this one. This might be better. Yeah, it is. Nice. Put the plus on the plus. Tighten that up. These would be great little power boards to, like, if you want to save you wiring up an amplifier. These are perfect. Because then you obviously you're limited with space, and these will do the job. All it's doing is taking that signal and amplifying it. Perfect. So the wires are not coming out. I'll tighten them up. Nice. 12 volts, so first thing I'm going to do is inject, let's turn this on. Obviously I'm going to need the leads. I think it's injected, I think it's standard. If I remember correctly, this is 12 volt 1 amp, so that's more than enough what you want on there. More than enough. So I'm going to put plus to plus, negative to negative. Alright, so that's turned away, so that's not going to be shorting out. Now, we'll switch her on. We've got a blue light. Let me put you onto here. So we've got a nice blue light going on. So now we've got, and we're drawing, what are we actually drawing? We're drawing 0.47 watts. And 0.4 of an amp at the end of the day, so it's pulling 11.99 volts. More than enough to power this up, right? It's more than enough. You don't want to put any more than that. You can probably crank it up to about 2 amps, but trust me, you're not going to draw it to its maximum capacity, which is more than enough. Let me get, while that's powered up, I'll leave that running. Now I haven't used this for well over a year, and it did work lovely. So let me get rid of the crap off the table. Put it in the bin. So now what I need to do now is take this speaker and the connector with that terminal. So I'm going to take this, what is it connected to, the red one? To the red one. Power that in. Alright. Hold up, because I've got to think here. That powers that. But now I need to power... No, hold up a minute. I've got to think about this, because obviously these are speakers. So I need an output to go into here. So right, okay. Yeah, let me confirm that. Put the red one out to go into the speaker. We should have an input though. I thought one of these was an input. Obviously I can't find the schematics on this. This is going to be, I'm pretty sure that's going to be your input then. So this will be, so I've got to have that going in and these coming out. Yeah, I think so. I've still done it wrong, because that connects to, this is the speaker outlet. These are your left and right audio. This is your input. So it's got to go. I still need another one for the input. So I've got to take this and put that into that. Well, that should be alright, because if I remember correctly, I've got one of these. I've got one of these adapters. I'm pretty sure I'm right. I haven't done this for quite a while, but that is then goes into that. There you go. So I knew it was something like that. Right, plug that one into that. Now this goes into there. Makes sense. So I need another one of these. There you go. So I'll take one of these. That goes into there. It's all about in and outs. I haven't done it for a while. Now she should be coming out. That sounds about right to me. But have we got audio? The line is, because you should have an interrupt with an input and an output. I've double checked to make sure that is not an output. Where's my speakers? Headphones. You know, let me grab my headphones. Let's just make sure that is not an output device. No. So it's obviously that is a source of input. But we've obviously got. I mean, it's drawing here. I'll tell you what, them chips enough get hot. I'm pretty sure that's how it worked, because if I plug, yeah, because like you said, because this is obviously, it's coming from the speaker. These would be your output. Unless something's fucking severely, I've wired it up wrong, but I can't see out because that sounds about right. These would be your, yeah. So the jack plug is probably the input then, yeah. So which makes sense, because you'd need an input, and your left and your right audio would be on the out. But we got nothing. Okay. Okay, I'll take that one out and I'll put it at the front. Right. Nothing. We got zilcho. Absolutely, we got zilcho. We got nothing at all, unless these audio cables have gone bad. I very much doubt it. let me take the white one and plug that in.
I even got a middle.
There you go. So obviously this, one of these RC leads on the end has actually gone bad. But, and now should be able to, there you go. Obviously we've got a dodgy pop by the sounds of it. So yeah, I did wire it up right. I thought I did because I know how these copyright. Right. So what I'll do, I'll turn that down, right? Take that out. Now I'll do the same again by taking the RC cable. So it was the bloody white one that was causing the issue. The red one, not the white one. So it was obviously that causing problems. Now I'll plug that into the back. And it is, there you go. Works lovely. And when I crank it up, I've noticed that the amps are going up. Just ever so slight, but that's what I said, 1 amp's enough. There you go. Fine. I think that pop could do with a bit of a clean. Mind you, these probably don't help with the connectors. But I think that pop's a bit dodgy. Let me bung a bit of IPA cleaner. It's probably because she sat up there for so long. I thought I'd done it. I thought, nah, I've wired that up right. I've done these. When you do enough audio setups, you get to know roughly what's what anyway. Oh, sorry. I did read a definite one. Yeah, there you go. And it's going to be the same on the other channel.
Almost.
Nothing wrong with that audio, sorry. So, yeah, left and right audio. Input. Really, these, I mean, they haven't labelled it, really, but they should label these. But, and I've noticed it definitely pulls more ampage when I crank it up. Not a lot, but, you know, the wattage goes up and the ampage goes up a little bit. But she's working. The main thing is, I can now leave this rig exactly where it is, and then now I know that I can do testing audio on the back on the ear, because obviously this is a bit like a buck converter. But like an powered amplifier, like it just power. All it does, it takes the power in, and then just amplifies it out. But yeah, perfect. Okay, fine. Let's turn her off. I don't want to get done for copyright. Fucking all that deaf in my ears. Obviously, we had a sticky pot. This is a twin pot. I noticed this one. It's got like 2 lots of leg on it. So obviously, this is a 50k. They do the 10k ones, the single pot ones. This is a dual pot. So obviously, the red one on there was obviously got a dodgy connector. So now I know that this is working. So what I need to do next then, fit on that. I mean, that goes to show that these are great little devices to have. They're really good, because if you can rig up jerry rig something like this, then you know that you ain't got to worry about then getting power amplifiers to come and, you know, and then test it. I mean, start putting audio. I mean, it's just reasons why I built this to start with. Oh God, I've really got bad indigestion today. It does my right. Let's take a drink. Yeah, that's probably the. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. So now I can. The same principle applies now. I'll leave that rigged up exactly where it is, and obviously I've jerry rigged the speaker on that front, and then I can then just test the audio equipment at the back, because they're all going to be the same. It'll be too low. It'll be really low. You will get some noise out of it, but you need to amplify it. So it was worth jerry rigging this up, this little scheme, to actually see this working. So what I need now then, to test this fully working on this one, I need to I need to get a blank CD or DVD blank CD RW, which I've got some next door, and do a little bit of testing from CD to CD to see if this fully functions. Because I don't want to put this up for sale and end up saying no, it's obviously due to the recording side might play, but obviously it is playing both sides, but it might not record, which I don't want to be called a liar and I don't want to return. So, oh, Bronson's run. Poor Bronson, he's got out of the kitchen. Poor Bronson. He's gone out of the kitchen, that Bronson. He's run. Right, so found some CDs. You could buy a projector box with those boxes, so then you can sort of bench. Yeah, I know what you mean. Really, you don't need to do that. What I could do, and I'm pretty good with woodwork. I'm not bad at woodwork. I could make a small box up. Now, this is where 3D printers would come in handy. So, I could take the rest of these ports off, right, and make a box up with 3D printed. Then mount these to the 3D print and then mount this on top on something like on there, where you could just push it in for audio equipment for testing purposes. When it comes to relying on this is what I'm saying. The opportunities are there on that front, and I'd rather make it than buy them, because again, you're resalvaging all the parts on bits, salvaging bits off boards, instead of it going to the e-waste on that front. And then you again, and you've made it obviously. And it'll do the job, as long as you've got confidence in knowing how to jerry rig it up, and they're easy enough. If you deal with enough audio equipment, like you know yourself, you deal with it on your own sort of bench terms, and you know, well, that way you can then, it just makes it easier, because then you could just plug it in. I mean, I could hide that into a box, jerry rig the wires coming out, so then you can make it an all-in-one system. And he's made it. I mean, I've seen people use bench power supplies from PCs, and they've reconverted them on that front, and they've really done some nice homemade projects. Now, this was that RAM disk I was talking about, right? I've never seen a RAM disk like this. This one is 120 minutes long, right? This one is you can rewrite over this, but I've never seen one of these discs. 4.7 gigabytes, but because it's a RAM disc, it's a really weird. Look at the features on this. This is the only disc I've ever seen with that type of like lamination on it. It's like it's multi-layered for a DVD, but you can't play this in a normal DVD player. I've tried. It rejects it. Yeah, recycle. Yeah. Refuge, yeah. So yeah, I've never. So yeah, this obviously, that Panasonic DVD recorder records these RAM discs on that one, and it says on there it's rewritable. Yeah, it actually does say rewritable on there, but it holds normally a 4.7 gigabyte won't hold 120 minutes on that front, but because it's a RAM disc, it uses special technology to squeeze up to 120 minutes long onto a disc, unless it's a dual layer, like a dual. But I've never seen one of these RAM discs before. So single-sided. They do a double-sided one with a RAM disc as well. But yeah, really weird. I thought I'd just show that off, because some people have never seen it. Now I've got a rewritable Matsui CD. So hopefully we'll take this out. Oh, Bronson's come back in there, so TOC reading. Good. So obviously, have we got Duran Duran? So he's playing Duran Duran. I must have had some music on there. So obviously, have I plugged that in? I bet I ain't, have I? No, it would help if I bloody plugged it in. Oh, it is. No, she ain't plugged in. Yeah, so obviously copyright. So right, obviously I've got some Duran Duran playing on that phone. So let me just Axel F. Oh, it must have. And this one's obviously got. It tells you what it's actually playing. So actually, that's actually quite cool. I've never seen that. So let me turn it down, and then what I'm going to do is quickly just take some pictures of this actually playing. So So yeah. So right, and then what I'm going to do is I'll bung a bit of classical. We'll bung a bit of classic jazz. Well, it's a bit of classical. Yeah, I don't think it's jazz. And then what I could do, I can stop this, and then I can record it. Right. So let me play that. That one. Did I make a little bit of a grinding noise? It's a bit of a. Copyright. Right, so, let me stop that for a minute. It seems to be, it does make a noise, but at least it's working. That's the main aspect. So I'm going to play that, right, and then I'm going to record data disk. It's coming up data disk. Right. So is there something, oh, here we go. So I've got to erase. I tried to click data, SBM, I don't know what that means, import, digital, it won't erase the display, no name, menu, making disk on, God bloody hell, this thing's got some options on it, optical, mask, sync. Alright, there we go. Obviously, it's going to start bloody asking me to try and sort this out now. Post gap. I ain't got a clue. I don't. Right. So just turn that off a minute. Do you know what? I don't know how to bloody erase a disc. Let me go and get a blank CD. Obviously, I can't. I don't know how to erase that. I'm pushing buttons just random. It would make sense. Yeah, I've noticed that people have come away off the stream. They've probably gone to Mr. MK's. I think these ones look like audio CDs because, yeah, I've gone right down to near enough none. Doesn't matter. Now, I've got some right fancy, flashy CDs on here. I've got a green one and a red one, so. Yeah, I've got to admit, I've never seen ones these sort of. Say the red one, use the green. Oh yeah, quite vivid. Let's read to see what it is. Yeah, if I've gone down to 4 viewers, that means some of them switched over. This is why when it comes to streaming, it's not worth streaming with other streamers. No disc. Well, that's strange. I don't even know if these are CDs or... Let me swap it over. If I ain't going to read them, then it's obviously blank disc. So you, so believe it or not, right? Believe it or not, that's weird, right? That is the recording side. That side is the normal side, because it's now come up blank disc, which you can now see. I've never seen that before on that type. Wow. So let me record data disc. So why does it keep coming up data disc when... Analog, digital, or OPD? It just comes up data. Is this where you might need the making disk is on. It comes up data disk. I don't get that. Unless I'm screwing something up, making something wrong here, I ain't got a clue. Make disk on. Optical level, track mark sync, level 50 decibel, silent pause is on, direct is, I'm just going to put on, because I ain't got a clue. Now it still comes up data disk. No. Time comes up album select. I'm completely baffled how to operate this thing without looking at the manual. I can't seem to get it to record. I thought it's gone a bit quiet in the chat. Yeah, it's only down to 4 buds on that front. Do you know what? I might actually end the stream. As I said, this was only going to be a test stream anyway, but obviously I managed to get that back up and running, and while I can do that, I'll probably pop onto Mr. MK's stream, and I could do this sort of like while I'm streaming offline. I need to have a look at the manual, go online, see if I can get the manual for it, to know how to operate it, to record, because I need to find out. It keeps coming up. So yeah, thanks for popping on that, guys. So yeah, whoever's lurking in the background, thank you, much appreciated. Mr. Pico, as usual, sir, thank you for popping on that front, and I will catch you guys in the next stream. Cheerio.